Something that Donald Trump interjected himself into kind of in the 11th hour. We were expecting these talks originally to be at the State Department between Marco Rubio and the Israeli and Lebanese ambassador, but that was moved to the White House because Donald Trump said he wanted to greet the ambassadors. It appears that he may have had a more significant role in this discussion than that. Donald Trump taking to Truce Social just moments before he welcomed the pool back into the Oval Office there. And on Truth Social, forgive me for reading down, on Truth Social, he said the meeting went very well. He says the United States is going to work with Lebanon in order to help protect itself from Hezbollah. The ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon will be extended by 3 weeks. He then said, I look forward in the near future to hosting the Prime Minister of Israel, Bibi Netanyahu, and the President of Lebanon, Joseph Aoun. It was a great honor to be a participant at this historic meeting. Now, of course, he'd mentioned before that he was going to extend an invitation to both the leaders of Israel and Lebanon within the next couple of weeks. And we heard from him in those questions from reporters there saying that that could well take place during this now 3-week period as well. We also heard from the question from my colleague Trevor Honeycutt from Reuters there, asking whether one of the preconditions for a wider deal with Iran was that it cuts off its funding of these proxy groups, including Hezbollah. And Donald Trump said yes, that Iran would have to cut funding for Hezbollah as part of this wider ceasefire agreement. So significant developments there, and we, of course, now wait to see whether this meeting between the two leaders of Israel and Lebanon will take place. It would indeed be a historic meeting, but the good news is that that ceasefire between Lebanon and Israel has been extended by a further 3 weeks. Remember, though, this ceasefire deal is between Israel and Lebanon. The people that Israel is fighting is Hezbollah, and Lebanon themselves don't have much sway over Hezbollah, and Hezbollah have not actually not sanctioned this ceasefire, even the original agreement themselves. So there has still been some breaking of the ceasefire, although it has dramatically reduced the amounts of violations of cross-border strikes that we've seen in recent weeks. But still, good news coming out of the White House here on this Thursday.